In Kingdom Hearts, the answers to everything, light, darkness, the Heartless, and even the nature of existence itself, aren't hidden in cutscenes alone. They're written. Scattered across the worlds are the Ansem Reports, journal entries left behind by a man who claimed to seek truth, but instead uncovered horrors beyond his control. These reports explain where the Heartless come from, why worlds fall, how Kingdom Hearts connects all hearts, and how the concepts of nobody and darkness were born. But they also reveal something deeper, a slow descent from wisdom into obsession. To understand Kingdom Hearts, you don't just need to know what Ansem discovered. You need to understand what he got wrong. But before we get started with the analysis, I'd like to go over each report to get a better understanding about them. Much of my life has been dedicated to the pursuit of knowledge. That knowledge has guarded this world well. Not a soul doubts that. I am blessed with people's smiles and respect, but though I am called a sage, there are things I do not understand. I believe darkness sleeps in every heart, no matter how pure. Given the chance, the smallest drop can spread and swallow the heart. I have witnessed it many times. Darkness. Darkness of the heart. How is it born? How does it come to affect us so? As ruler of this world, I must find the answers. I must find them before the world is lost to those taken by the darkness. It is my duty to expose what this darkness really is. I shall conduct the following experiments. Extract the darkness from a person's heart. Cultivate darkness in a pure heart. Both suppress and amplify the darkness within. The experiments cause the test subjects' hearts to collapse, including those of the most stalwart. How fragile our hearts are! My treatment produced no signs of recovery. I confined those who had completely lost their hearts beneath the castle. Some time later, I went below and was greeted by the strangest sight, creatures that seemed born of darkness. What are they? Are they truly sentient beings? Could they be the shadows of those who lost their hearts in my experiments? The shadows that crawl beneath the castle? Are they the people who lost their hearts? Or incarnations of darkness? Or something entirely beyond my imagination? All my knowledge has provided no answer. One thing I am sure of is that they are entirely devoid of emotion. Perhaps further study will unlock the mysteries of the heart. Fortunately, there is no shortage of test samples. They are multiplying underground even as I write this report. They still need a name. Those who lack hearts, I will call them the Heartless. The Heartless appear in groups and are multiplying rapidly. I've provided them both living and non-living samples. They've responded only to the living. They seem to multiply after absorbing something from the living creatures. Their prey vanishes without a trace. I believe the Heartless are taking hearts. They are born from those who've lost their hearts and thrive on hearts seized from others. The hearts taken by the Heartless become heartless themselves. Though I lack proof, I am confident in this hypothesis. I must also study their behavioral principles. Though they lack emotions, they do seem to have some intelligence. How to communicate with them? It's just occurred to me. Could they be the darkness in people's hearts? To study the Heartless behavior, I picked one out for observation. It wiggled its antennae and, as if sensing a target, headed deep into the castle. In the deepest part of the castle, its antennae began vibrating, as if searching for something. Suddenly, a strange door appeared. I'd never known of its existence. It had a large keyhole, but didn't seem to be locked. So I opened the door. What I saw on the other side mystified me. What was that powerful mass of energy? That night, I observed a great meteor shower in the sky. Could it be related to the door that I have opened? A massive core of energy lay beyond the door sought by the Heartless. It may well be the ultimate goal of all Heartless. But what is that energy? I have devised a hypothesis, based upon my observations of the Heartless. The Heartless feed on others' hearts, and they yearn for that energy core. That thing beyond the door must be a heart too, the heart of this world. There is no proof, but having felt that immense energy, I am certain that was the heart of the world. The Heartless are trying to take hearts not only from all living creatures, but from the world itself. But what do they mean to do with the heart of the world? I am studying material from the meteors that rained down that fateful night. What a find! The material is foreign to our world. It is elastic to the touch, and when two pieces are combined, they bond easily. None of the records even mention such a substance. Was it introduced to this world when I opened the door? I wonder how many other such materials drift through the atmosphere of this tiny world. I wish I could soar off and find out. Could there be uncharted worlds up there? My curiosity never ceases to grow. But I should stop speaking of such unrealistic dreams. For now, there's no way to venture outside this world. My people and I are all but prisoners of this tiny place. There is no doubt that the Heartless are deeply connected to the people's hearts. Further study may unravel both their motivations and the mysteries shrouding the heart. As a start, I have built a device that artificially creates Heartless. By recreating the conditions that spawn the Heartless naturally, I should be able to produce them artificially. This device is the culmination of all my research thus far. The machine's test run successfully created a Heartless. This may be a step toward creating a heart from nothing. The artificially and naturally created Heartless showed nearly identical traits. But the two types remain distinct for the purpose of the experiment. So, I will mark the ones that are created artificially. Simply astonishing. Today, I had a guest from another world. He is a king, and his vessel is built of the material that composed the meteors. He called the pieces gummy blocks. It seemed that my opening the door has opened a path to interworld travel. We talked for countless hours, but one story in particular caught my interest. That of a key called the Keyblade. The Keyblade is said to hold phenomenal power. One legend says its wielder saved the world, while another says that he wrought chaos and ruin upon it. I must know what this Keyblade is. A key opens doors. It must be connected to the door I have opened. Just as people have hearts, so do worlds. The same can be said of stars in the night sky. And deep within each world lies a door to its heart. The Heartless desire those hearts. Born out of darkness in people's hearts, they seek to return to a greater heart. Yes, that's it. The Heartless come from people's hearts, as does the darkness. Is the core of the world's heart the world of the Heartless? I will pursue the answer there and become all-knowing. My path is set. I shall seek out the wielder of the Keyblade and the princesses. My body is too frail for such a journey, but I must do this. I will cast it off and plunge into the depths of darkness. Opening the door to a world's heart causes its walls to crumble. These fragments are seen as shooting stars. This explains why these gummy blocks can travel freely to other worlds. I know the catalyst of this collapse, the appearance of the Heartless. However, it will take time to search out the world's doors and to retrieve each heart. Furthermore, the doors can be locked using a Keyblade, making the heart forever unattainable. I must take action before the wielder of the key appears in this world. If the princesses and the Keyblade are connected, they should resonate. I've chosen a girl. I don't know if she holds the princess's powers, but I will find out. She may lead me to the key bearer. I shall set her free and observe. The body is gone. The heart should have returned to the Heartless. And yet, nothing. This one is unlike any other. Its memories remain, and it has yet to take the form of a Heartless. A close eye must be kept on the situation. Much is still unknown. To get to the realm of darkness, one must go through the doors of Kingdom Hearts, the place where the world's hearts connect. Beyond this world is a place in which darkness reigns. Details shall be archived in a separate report. There are many worlds in existence, some of which we know nothing about. The world in which we live, the realm of darkness, the realm of light, and the world in between, wherein lies true nirvana? Where does the body go when it separates from the heart? If the soul remains within the body, is it still considered to be deceased? When the heart returns to the Heartless, the physical form disappears. But that is merely true in this world. Perhaps the body exists in another form, in another world. If that is the case, then it is possible for one to exist in two worlds. A being that is neither darkness nor light, belonging nowhere, abandoned by its heart, a mere shell of its former self. The relation between the heart and body is complex. However, I am certain that if your self exists here, then by definition, the other cannot truly exist. The other, the one which does not exist, shall be dubbed Nobody. The Ansem Reports are not just research notes. They are the written dissent of a man who believed knowledge could control darkness and was ultimately consumed by it. At the start of the reports, Ansem presents himself as a wise ruler, respected and trusted by his people. He believes darkness exists in every heart, no matter how pure, and that even a small amount can grow and overwhelm someone. This belief becomes the foundation for everything that follows. Ansem is not afraid of darkness. He is obsessed with understanding it. His early experiments reveal a crucial truth of the Kingdom Hearts universe. The heart is fragile. When he attempts to extract or manipulate darkness within people's hearts, the subjects collapse completely. Their hearts vanish, leaving behind something unnatural. This is the first time Ansem encounters creatures born from darkness beneath the castle. At this stage, he does not yet know what they are, only that they lack emotion and humanity. His lack of empathy allows him to continue experimenting, viewing people as data rather than lives. Ansem eventually names these beings Heartless, concluding that they are created when a person loses their heart to darkness. He realizes that Heartless don't merely exist, they multiply. They hunt living beings, steal hearts, and turn those stolen hearts into more Heartless. This creates an endless cycle of loss. Importantly, Ansem begins to suspect that Heartless are not just monsters, but manifestations of darkness that already existed inside people. One of the most important discoveries comes when Ansem follows a Heartless to a hidden door deep within the castle. Beyond it, he encounters an immense core of energy, what he believes to be the heart of the world itself. This moment reframes everything. Ansem realizes worlds have hearts just like people do, and that Heartless are drawn to these greater hearts. This is the conceptual birth of Kingdom Hearts as an idea, a place where all hearts ultimately connect. The meteor shower that follows the opening of the door introduces gummy blocks, unknowingly proving that Ansem has cracked open the barrier between worlds. His dream of other worlds is no longer fantasy, it's reality. When King Mickey arrives and speaks of the Keyblade, Ansem becomes convinced that the key, the princesses, and the doors to world hearts are all connected. Ansem's philosophy shifts dramatically. He concludes that darkness is the heart's natural destination. Rather than stopping it, he decides to embrace it. Believing his body to be a limitation, he casts it aside to pursue absolute knowledge. This act ultimately leads to his transformation into a Heartless, though he believes himself enlightened rather than lost. Later reports reveal anomalies: a girl whose heart does not behave normally, and a boy whose body remains despite the loss of his heart. These observations quietly foreshadow Kyrie, Sora, and the existence of Nobodies, though Ansem does not yet fully understand them. The final reports introduce Ansem's most critical mistake. He theorizes that when a heart leaves the body may persist elsewhere. This leads to the concept of a being that exists without heart or light, something that does not exist, which he names a nobody. Ironically, this truth would later expose Ansem's own incomplete understanding of darkness, identity, and the heart. In the end, the Ansem reports are not just lore, they are a warning. Darkness cannot be understood through control alone. And knowledge without compassion leads not to enlightenment, but to ruin. The Ansem reports don't just explain the origins of the Heartless or the structure of the Kingdom Hearts universe, they show us how the search for truth can become dangerous when it's driven by obsession instead of understanding. Ansem believed darkness was the answer, but his writings prove that knowledge without compassion leads only to loss. Every major event in the series traces back to these reports, making them one of the most important pieces of lore in the entire franchise. If you enjoyed this deep dive into Kingdom Hearts lore, let me know your thoughts in the comments below. Don't forget to like the video, subscribe to the channel, and turn on the notification bell so you never miss future lore breakdowns, theories, and deep dives into the worlds of your favorite games.